Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today I'm talking about Witcher. You have voted for me what to do on the channel or what to focus on, and Witcher is one of those things. There are more things, I will tell that in another video for you as well. Witcher 3 is the focus here. I'm new to Witcher. I know many of you are not new to Witcher, and I wanted to give you my first impressions. I played approximately 20 hours in the game, and you were right, it really tickles and triggers my lower brain and my curiosity to know more. Let's dive into the impressions I had, and I'm interested on your thoughts on Witcher 3 without spoiling this now, this time for me, not me spoiling things for you. And if you have no clue about The Witcher, it's about Geralt of Rivia, and he's searching for his adopted daughter, Ciri. There's a lot to this story, as I understand it already, so there's a lot of depth. But I will move slowly with the story so it grows with me rather than with you. But if you haven't played the games or read the books, because this is books as well. I think there are 6 or 7 books. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I will read the first Witcher book and compare it a little bit to the games. I also know there is a Netflix series, but according to some people here on watching the channel, not so good. Let's see what I think. I want to be true to the lore and learn more about that. But as I've started to play the game, there are a few things that I really, really enjoy. First of all, it's very, very immersive. And I think that goes along with it goes for a lot of things. The music itself, the nature, I would say, dystopian tone. This is a war-ravaged land or world, and with a lot of monsters, a lot of fear, a lot of violence and despair, screaming for hope. You play as now I say witch hunter, but you could say witch capturing monsters, um, and you're supposed to combat the evil that exists in these lands. And as I understand it, there was a conjuncture many, many years ago. We are in the year 1200, or approximately 1200 here, if I understand correctly. And when this conjuncture happened with a lot of magical things, as I learned to know it, a lot of monsters were unleashed on land, and it's can be a lot of different monsters here: hounds, werewolves, berserkers, drowners, griffins, harpies, wraiths, for example, and more things as well, but that would be spoilerish for me to tell you. Also, magic appeared then, at least as I'm told, in the beginning of the game. And there is something called elder blood in this game, and the adopted daughter, Ciri, Geralt's daughter, she has this elder blood, and she is hunted by the witch hunt, and that is a big thing in the I think the beginning of the story and probably the whole game as well. And you can really feel that you are in a it's a lived world, because people are walking around, people can stop you on the road, you can get involved in the fights on the road. When you go to cities, major cities, there are always troops and armies guarding the city. I really like that, and it feels very much alive. And there is a day night cycle, and which is very atmospheric, I would say. And also uh, when you shop, I read just a few minutes ago, the prices will vary depending if there is, the things you want to buy is in short supply or not. So all these things add to this atmospheric, immersive feeling. I played it many hours today. I really, really enjoyed it, and I actually got lost in it. There is great lore section in the menu, and there you can read about the monster. It's a bestiary. You have a lot of books to read, of course, great for us book lovers and lore lovers. And you also have a character descriptions, a dramatis persona, like you have in the Malazan books. So you can go through the persons you've met so far, and you can read more about them. And actually, the information, as I understand now, is being added as the adventure goes on. And that's the same with quests. You have a log for quests, of course. This is a action RPG, so nothing strange with that. And so you can read it. I think the quest and what happens during the quest. I think it's very well documented. Not all RPGs are so well documented, and I think that will make it a great experience for me, who actually reads more than actually plays the games. When it comes to gameplay itself, I enjoy it. It's a bit slow, but I enjoy that. And Geralt moves a bit slow. He fights a bit slow. He has magic or a weak kind of form of magic, different signs that he can use. I'm using a fire sign at the moment a lot, so enjoying that, scaring the scaring the monsters as much as I can. It seems to be a lot of side quests, and also when you go into the towns or cities, there is a message board, and there you can find more quests. I have not delved into that. I suppose you can play hundreds of hours in this game, but I will just go for the main story and maybe do some side quests along the way. One thing that I really like is that it has a mythological depth, otherwise it would not be interesting for me to play the game. And it's Slavic, I'm not sure how to say it, Slavic mythology. That is very new to me. I'm not so well versed in that like I am in other mythologies. So it's new to me. It reminds me a lot about Norse mythology, at least when it comes to the spirits and the different, actually very frightening creatures that exist in this forest. Actually, I think Norse mythology, which can be quite scary, Greek as well, but I think Slavic so far has scared me more. It's a lot of really scary monsters that I've seen so far. So if you think horror is not for you, maybe it's not a book or a game for you, but I suppose you like it. I think the games around so far around fear, the fear, meeting monsters and fighting these mysterious evil things in this world, not knowing exactly what it is yet, for me at least. I think it has to do with the fear outside of the main character, which is you, but it's Geralt, but it's also about fear inside of you. And so far, it doesn't seem so black and white. It seems like you can choose what to do. I suppose there are different outcomes and different endings. I hope so, at least, so I can play this for a long time. I think this is very well, comparable to Pillars of Eternity, not in the style, because Pillars of Eternity is another type of RPG and draws maybe from other mythological sources, I would say. But it's very ambitious. And as you know, there is a Polish author who has written books from the beginning, so the lore is well grounded, and the game developers here seem to be very faithful, as I've read so far about it, to the source material. So I think that's great. I have another picture here to show you. You see, I'm outside in the forest. The nature is very depressing, I would say. I mean, there are burnt houses, burnt villages, people who are sick, people who scream for help, and you have an open landscape, a lot of open forests so far I've seen, but I'm only in Velen. It's the first district you come to, and that might change, and you might know the changes, of course, when it comes to that. I would like to talk a bit about the characters, only to mention a few. First of all, there is a bard, a poet, a historian. He's called Dandelion. Dandelion, you say, right? I usually say dandelion, but I learned that that is the wrong pronunciation. Dandelion. He writes the story of your adventure. And so it's a cool guy, I think. And then you have Geralt, of course, the main character. You have Jennifer of Wengerberg. Actually, many of these places and the names of monsters, they sound very either Eastern European or German or Swedish or Scandinavian. Scandinavian languages are very, very similar, at least Norwegian, Danish, and Swedish, and then Icelandic is a bit, I mean, that's the root to a lot of the words here. But if I can understand Danish and Swedish, but I can't understand Icelandic, for example. But there is a place here called Blaviken, and that is, we talked about it, me and my family, when we ate dinner, and we say Blåviken. It's extremely Swedish, so probably somewhere in Sweden there is a Blåviken as well. So I feel at home when it comes to the names, the locations, and maybe castles and so on. Yeah, this Jennifer of Wengerberg, she is actually a partner to Geralt. They seem to have a stormy relationship. Let's see how it plays out. And he's a witcher, Geralt, and he is raised. Witchers are raised in different. There are different witcher schools, and he's raised on a school called Ker Mohen, and there is a teacher there. It's called Vesemir. And when this game starts, you start with meeting Vesemir, and it's the year 1272, and you are searching for Jennifer. So Jennifer of Wengerberg. She's been away for many years, and they've been away from each other, Geralt and Jennifer. Actually, Geralt has a lot of names. It's Gwynblade and White Wolf, so that's good. Always good in fantasy to have many names, right? And he has the adopted daughter, right? So and she's called Cyrilla. Ciri is her short name that is being used. Born in 1251. She's highly skilled witcher, and she, according to Dandelion, heirs to many thrones, and she has elder blood. And because of that, she's also hunted by this so-called witch hunt. So that was a few reflections and thoughts for me that I had. I also bought this special version of the game. It was not, it's not special edition, but there were a few things in here. It was, first of all, a map and also a compendium, actually. So I will show it to you. And a CD as well. So this is the compendium picture. Here you can read about the lore. It's really nice. I mean, I like physical games. I like physical books. You can get a lot of nice stuff. And then you have the map over the world. So it looks like this. If you have played the games and want to add things, what is important to know if you start to play Witcher? Why did it caught your attention? what did you think was interesting with the game? Maybe it was not the lore, maybe it was other things. It could be gameplay, of course. It could be other things in the story that you really liked. So here is the map. I'll do it like that. I think you can see. So I will continue to play the game and explore the game. And since you know a thing or two about the game, I suppose you can wish and request for things to me to make videos about and talk about. And actually, there is a upcoming game, Witcher 4. It's far into the future, 2027 or maybe 2026. So the idea here is also to build up a material, a video about The Witcher, and when the game comes out, maybe people can come here and watch the videos. So yeah, and I would say with the game as well, that my first 2-3 hours I was a bit skeptical because the atmosphere was so dull. But the last 13 hours I've played now, I really got into the game and I feel really, really immersed. And that was when my thought came up to have it on the channel. I know you voted for it, but it has to be things that I really enjoy doing as well. So it's a win-win for you and for me. Yeah, so what are the things that you like about Witcher 3, the game? Have you read the books? If so, is that something you recommend? Have you watched the Netflix series? What do you think about that series? I haven't watched it yet. And yeah, what do you want me to talk more about? So a few things. I hope you will enjoy the Witcher focus here, and that will not omit Malazan focus or any other focus here, but I want to become a bit broader, and I also want to listen what you wanted me to do. So until next time, I hope you will have a nice day, and see you later.